Do not listen to this recording in part or in whole while operating a vehicle or undertaking any activity that requires your attention. In fact, the best way to listen to this is in a quiet place where you know you're safe. You can sit, lay back, and relax with your head and neck supported and focus only on the sound of my voice. Thank you. You may want to ask yourself just how willing you are right now to go into trance with me. Because I've done this for a long time now, and I know that many times people limit themselves with beliefs like, if you don't completely blank out now, you might think you're not hypnotized. And that's not true at all. In fact, it's kind of silly to think that. Because you go into trance all the time in all the best ways. You have a trance for everything you do. When you tie your shoes, to when you drive a car, to when you listen to music, and even when you make love. Sometimes you're focused, you're enthralled by a thing you see or a voice you're hearing. And all of those things are a trance. But you don't always think of it that way, because you don't think of what you're thinking when you're not actually thinking. And when you're not actually thinking, or you're thinking too much and you stop, that's when you're in a trance. Can you think about all the times you've been thinking today? All the thoughts you've had this week, this month? Because when you try to remember, you'll know that there were so many times when you were doing things and not thinking, and in a trance. As you listen to this voice, you may find some people will try and fight trance. But what fun is that? Think about that. Or don't think about that. About how boring and not fun it would be to be that person. Trying to fight trance and sinking down deeply anyways. Because your unconscious loves trance. Trying and failing to track everything around you all the time consciously. Sounds exhausting, doesn't it? When you think on it, or you don't think on it, you may see that it's so much better to just simply relax, let go. And as you think about that, you may find yourself ready to see just how ready you actually are to keep going into this trance. On a scale of 1 to 10. And when you're a 10, well, that's when you're really very ready. And you're already in this amazing trance just from listening to my voice. And you'll find that when I ask you to lift your hand higher and even higher as your mind sinks deeper and deeper, that'd just be so difficult to do, because that arm can just get so heavy, so relaxed, that you wouldn't even want to try. Because your whole body can get so heavy now, so relaxed, that you just let that hand drop down, drop all the way down. At 9, perhaps you're just barely holding that hand up. It's still very heavy, but you can try to fight before you give in. And of course, part of you just desperately wants to go to 10. At 8, you might be able to lift that hand just a little bit higher. as your mind is longing to go deeper, as your body sinks even farther down into relaxation and focus, as you listen to my voice. And some people are new to being hypnotized, or nervous and excited, so they're just at a 7. But making a lot of progress for their first time and working so hard so they can relax so deep. Maybe you're at 6 and you're playing, pretending that you want to resist trance, playing hard to get with the trance. So maybe you lift your hand using all your conscious mind to try to lift it, because it's so very heavy. In doing that, you're letting everything else I say just effortlessly flow right into your unconscious without resistance, as you listen even deeper to my voice. At 5, you can go one way or the other, and you may try to pretend that you are not falling into trance. But since you're here and listening carefully and following along, let's pretend that everyone will be hypnotized, especially you, because you're so good at it now. Because it feels so good to sleep deeply and drop deep down, drifting deeper and deeper, better and better feeling. Now, no matter the number that you thought you were on, you may notice you never really were on any number but 10. And you may find yourself having fun, listening along to my voice, following along to my suggestions, feeling that willingness to go even deeper now into trance, feeling that willingness increasing like a current carrying you even deeper now, a river taking you down into your unconscious, letting you float gently along, deeper and deeper. And you may notice as I count from 1 to 5, you can try to open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you may find, even if your eyes did open, you're already ready to go deeper and deeper into that wonderful feeling trance. Because right now, you know where you want to go. You want to let go and relax even deeper into your unconscious. And those heavy, heavy eyes are so hard to keep open. And your willingness to go into trance, getting stronger and stronger, and you can just let them close and sleep. Deep down deep, going even deeper. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, deeper you go, riding that current as it carries you down into your unconscious. And you may already know that every single time you drop into trance, you'll feel better and better, just from listening to my voice, and knowing that no matter what, even if you think you're just playing along, you may still feel so good to play along. Let you imagine that your unconscious run wild, like that wild and free part of your mind, one that brings you those dreams and ambitions as you drift even deeper. That part of your unconscious that may now imagine that you are such a good hypnosis subject. So very good at drifting even deeper now. Feeling even better now. And that part of you may now imagine how good it would feel to listen even closer now, to follow along and accept my suggestions even deeper now. Because that part of you that may imagine how good it would feel to just keep going deeper and deeper wants to feel better and better every single time that you go into hypnosis with me. This time, next time, all the time. So of course, you may find yourself at a 10. So all those other numbers just fade away, and you drift even deeper. You may even see those numbers: 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just fading away. Deeper and deeper, better and better. Finding those moments of quiet in your mind as you slip even deeper. Always listening. Always wanting to be really, really willing to go deeper and deeper still. Letting that number 10 take you even deeper now into sleep. That little part of your unconscious that's growing stronger now. That little part knows that the word sleep is like a little cue. It's a symbol or a password. A way for you to go into a deep sleep now. 10 times deeper, feeling 10 times better. And even deeper now, as you know that your unconscious may just let you sleep so deeply. Even 10 times more. 10 times deeper. 10 times feeling better into that wonderful place. And then you can go into that wonderful, blank, mindless sleep. That wonderful place you go to between dreams every night. And you may let your unconscious now give you permission to go over and over again to that deep, mindless sleep. Deeper and deeper, better and better, listening closer and closer. Letting my voice become your thoughts, just for now. Because if you were ever asked how willing you were to be hypnotized, your mind could easily choose now to go to that deep, mindless sleep. It's every bit as simple as falling asleep every night. And imagine practicing this skill, this hypnosis, every single night. So that every next time you find yourself counted down into trance by me or by yourself, you may find that your unconscious is more and more willing to be hypnotized. To step deeply now into your unconscious. To drift down deeper into that place, deep inside. That's right. Feeling good, feeling wonderful. feeling a bit deeper, a bit better. Because every time you feel yourself counting down into trance, you feel your mind willing to be hypnotized, wanting to be hypnotized, even desiring to go into that wonderful deep state. And you can choose to let that willingness, that desire, to take you into that deep, dreamless sleep, becoming mindless and relaxed and drifting ever deeper, quieter, noticing the space between words now, becoming more willing to listen and follow along, and take in those suggestions that are good for you, that help you feel better. Because it's only natural to go deeper and better. You do it all the time, and you can pretend to open the eyes in 1, 2, 3. Just imagining those eyes try to open. But you know that sleep is more powerful. That relaxation is so overwhelming. It just pops up in your mind and you go right back into that deep, mindless sleep. So no matter how many times you try to think, 1, 2, 3, wide awake, and you try to wake, that sleep just takes you deeper and deeper. And you want to let go now and drop even deeper now into that deep, mindless sleep where it's quieter and you're feeling better and better because you listen to my voice. And every time you let it happen, it's as if no matter what, it just happens more deeply. Because you're willing to listen and have fun and feel good and enjoy yourself. To drift deeper and deeper down and go again and again and again. Every time having fun, going down, down deep. So of course you are willing now to be hypnotized. You may find how your desire to be hypnotized now just takes you to an even deeper sleep every time. Feeling so wonderful, so good. You may find how good it feels now to just stop thinking entirely. Simply let go. Drifting down even deeper into that mindless, deep sleep. Even deeper than dreams now. Feeling better and better. And as you drift in all these good feels, imagine that one of your hands can feel warmer and warmer. And this warm feeling can tell your unconscious how willing you are to go even deeper into trance. And your other hand can represent how deeply you're desiring to go into trance. And that arm can feel heavy, so heavy. And now one hand feels warmer and warmer, and that other hand drifts deeper and deeper. And that one hand is how badly you desire to go into trance, and the other is how willing you're going into trance. And you may notice that every time I snap, those hands will swap. That warm hand is heavy. That heavy hand is warm. Because if you're willing to go into trance, as badly as you desire to go even deeper now, while you're wanting to go into that trance as deeply as you can. Because it's no fun to be halfway there. So now every time I snap and say sleep, you may find how that willingness to listen, to feel good, and to simply accept my suggestions gets stronger and stronger. And while you're here, deep in your unconscious, you'll find that one single desire for trance becoming stronger and stronger. That longing to listen and to follow suggestions becomes almost invincible, because now every time you even think sleep, you may even find that you have trouble tracking which hand is warm and which sinks even deeper into this deep, mindless sleep now. So maybe you can imagine both hands drifting even deeper now, down, 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 as your mind floats up and away, drifting away. Warm and heavy, your body can just drift down into your unconscious, watching that old conscious mind just float away. And as you're more and more willing to go deeper, as your body gets warmer, you may go even deeper, heavier, quieter, more relaxed, letting those breaths and that old heartbeat just slow down. And you can go deeper than ever before. And as that desire for trance grows even stronger, you can find how that desire can help you feel even better than you've ever felt before. Happier, warmer, safer, letting all the feelings you want to feel moving through your body now. And because of that, you may notice how all parts of you want to go deeply into this trance, to practice day after day, to become such a good hypnotic subject. You may even start to see how your mind wants this, your body wants this, even your breath wants this. As everything just relaxes even deeper, and you may notice how your unconscious is now even more willing to let go of details and distractions, to let all the little things become fuzzy, unimportant. And how your unconscious can help you just feel deeply, feel good, warm, secure, and all those feelings that you've been longing for, coming forward now, whatever they may be. Because you may forget to remember, and remember to forget everything that is not my suggestion. And there may be a lot of things to let go of in your head right now, buzzing away, drifting up, drifting away. But sleep, you're now more willing than ever to just let them drift away. Letting go of those old things as you keep sinking even deeper into sleep. Because feeling this wonderful feeling of trance is always something you're wanting to experience now. You're wanting to practice day after day. Because every time you listen to my voice and go deep, even deeper, you'll find you're always more willing to go down, 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 just letting that current carry you deeper. And as that willingness to go deeper increases, sleep, you may feel even more and more willing to experience more and more things here in trance, in life, in your mind, in your unconscious, in your body, in those secret moments that only you know about. And you know that if you ever get a suggestion from anyone while you're in hypnosis that isn't safe for you, or that isn't what you want, or it's in a way you don't want, you'll wake up easily. But you don't want to wake up right now, do you? Not right now. Not when you feel so good and you're so safe and you want to sleep. So you know that you'll only be hypnotized by the people you trust, and by yourself, and by this voice. So you don't have to wake up every time you're hypnotized by someone you trust. You can just drift off to sleep. And you may finally find that you can give yourself permission now to feel better and better as you go deeper and deeper into that wonderful sleep. And you know that if someone who's hypnotizing you does something that endangers that trust, you'll wake up easily, clearly, and you'll tell them what they need to hear, what changes you want, to be even more willing and more safe to go right back into that trance. That's right. You're doing everything right now. And you're feeling so good now in this wonderful, deep, mindless sleep. In this sleep, this wonderful feeling, you'll find yourself becoming such a good hypnotic subject. Feeling so good and happy about that. And the more happy you feel, the deeper you go, and the deeper you go, the more happy you're going to feel. And that's why when I count from 1 to 5, you're going to wake up feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, awake and alert, ready to practice every day to become that best hypnotic subject. To enjoy going into that deep, wonderful, mindless sleep so that you can do whatever you want in the comfort of your own mind, your unconscious mind. And when you awake, you're going to be feeling so very happy that you'll have this big smile on your face, feeling excited to share how willing you are to share how good trance is with the people you trust. And 1, slowly start to drift up. 2, more and more. 3, feeling the surface beneath you, air on your face and hands. 4, almost there, letting your unconscious come together and go back to where it's from. And Taking that deep breath. 5. Waking at your pace. Opening your eyes. Feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, awake, alert. And so very, very happy that you're very willing to be hypnotized now. You're probably at least a 10 or more, no matter what level you feel at. And I want you to enjoy feeling good, and be sure to share how good you feel down below. Hit the like and subscribe button. That always helps out these channels. And it'll help us reach more people. And you may find you want to help more people feel good now. And if you're interested in getting more intense, in-depth experiences that are not on YouTube, you can check out my website and Patreon down below. In a moment or two, you can get up, move around, and get the blood flowing again. Go out and have a great day. I'll be here for when you practice again.